My name is Vincent Neumayer. I'm working for Wiener Linien, so the public transport operator / authority for the city of Vienna. And there I'm responsible as a deputy head of multimodal mobility planning for complementary mobility services like bike sharing, car sharing, mobility hubs. I do new concepts for product and services, but of course I'm as well a little bit in observing the observations and the operations and do some analyses. This is of course working for a PTO is quite exciting. I would say it's integration is for sure one of the biggest trends. We talk a lot about digital integration naturally, but I think it's not far-fetched enough. So it's about physical integration. It's about including the customer, so picking him up or her where she or he stands. So what I mean by that is to know the actual need and not think that digital integration will work it all out. Then suddenly the customer is coming to the public transport by nature. Then I think it's one of the biggest challenges to cope with the new demand after the reaction to climate crisis really hits the public transport sector. What I mean by that is that we finally need to step down the cars, and that means that we will be confronted with huge new demand, which we don't actually envisage yet. I don't think that we are prepared properly when I speak for the whole sector. I think politicians should deliver, and I think we are quite ready. I think we need to present more confidence. I think that was as well part of one of the panels, so that we can be proud and we know what we are able to do, and we do that quite professionally. So we know how to run public transport. I think what we need to deliver is basically lobbying a lot and this is as well a word in the terminology which was today on a lot of stages, this level playing field, so that we make transparent framework conditions for all modes of transport. And then we need to, again, be ready to cope with the rising and increasing demand. So one very definite dream of mine would be to have really a whole city covered with car sharing, which allows citizens to have actually car sharing cars which are affordable and which are usable for them according to their needs. Once you need to transport something, once you just want to have a nice ride, once you need to drive fast, once maybe safer, really at every corner. So if the car sharing car next door to your home is not available, just go one block further and then there is another car sharing car. So to actually replace 100% of the private fleet, of course it's a dream and a vision, that's why I'm talking about 100%. This would be just great, and it would open up so many opportunities and possibilities to reshape the built environment in the cities. I would really say that there's a dream coming true. So far, I really noticed that during the pandemic that I missed such events. Maybe before that there were a lot of them, still most of them very interesting, but of course you get a little bit tired of networking and maybe hopping from event to event. So that what I actually missed the most is the talks in between. So in the breaks, I missed unfortunately some sessions because I just talked with some new strangers. And I did some networking. Of course, for me as a local, I have a lot of well-known faces here, so that's as well why I was happy to meet some new guys and girls. And I think maybe it's not so much about the latest shit which is going on, but it's more about what is the focus of the community and of the sector in discussion right now. And I think for this World Passenger Festival, and especially for me coming from a public transport background, this is a very valuable insight what are the pain points we're discussing right now and what are the challenges we need to face during the upcoming 3 to 5 years and beyond.